Okay, welcome. We are starting with the session where we left. So initially we are here. Wait a minute. I will start. Okay, my voice is clear. Just reply.
Yes, ma'am.
Say yes, no, anything. In chat box, we have facility. Yeah. Okay, fine. Okay, we will start where we left the pointer type. Initially, we had seen the value type, reference type. Value means directly we are putting the values to the our contents. So here you can see what was the name actually. I think it was the same. I'm opening that project. So we will move further somewhat fast because we are lagging. So directly I will put that contents here. So what all was the value type? We are directly putting the values or directly contain the data. Then reference type, we are not directly putting the data which we are storing in the variable, but it contains the reference to that variable. And what is the pointer type? That is nothing but the address point or the memory address of the another type we are pointing toward in the C hash, or that you can say in the pointer in C or C++, similar to the in C hash also we are doing the same content. Okay, means suppose character star with this representation I am pointing to that pointer. So initially I will go with it. Wait a minute. It is not showing me. Just wait, it is hanged somewhat. It is loading. I have already shared, but you will not be visible to see. Just wait a minute. Just wait, it is asking, working on. Okay, up to that we will continue with. Next was the operators. What was the operators? Operators is a symbol that tells the compiler to perform specific mathematical or logical manipulations. So which will be means actually you had gone with these operators also, means plus sign, minus sign, or sign, not equals to, equals to. So all these operators we are also using in C hash. Okay, fine. Wait a minute, I will pin this. So it will be fine for me. Okay. There are some types of the operators, that is arithmetic operator, relational operator, logical operator, means and or conditions we are using. So like that we are going for the logical operators, bitwise operator, assignment operator, and miscellaneous operators. So these are some types of the operators we are using for our C hash. Okay. Now simultaneously we will see the programs also. We will see. Saying something else. Okay, we will choose a new project, not go with this. visible. We will consider for the console application .NET framework. Okay, we will name it as operator. Our project name. We'll continue. Create the same. Okay, fine. This is actually our contents we had gone through, and we have to see initially what types of operators we are going to consider and which type of operators we are making it. So this is my operator I have given, and now in the main program I will start the program with some conditions, some numbers also. Okay, suppose int, I will write int first number, first num equals to, suppose it will be 5, and int second num equals to, let it be 10, or I will consider instead of 5 I will take here 20 and here 10. So initially I need to perform some operations over there, and one more result if I want to store. So instead of this, similarly, as a result I want to store. So these all conditions are in integer form. I have taken the simplest form, that is in order to perform the operations, plus, minus, and all that, ending, oring. So all these conditions we will go for. So suppose we'll consider for addition, if I want. So how I will write, that is result equals to, what it will say, my first number and the last number should be get first num plus, yeah, name second num. So it is already given, so it is showing me. So but I need to get the answer, I need to get the result. So what will I write? Console, sorry, console dot write line, yeah, and in that I am going to allocate something, in that I am going to allocate something. Then how I am going to consider that values? So initially when I am going to start, I will put, what I will put some brackets, curly braces over here, because I will consider my first num is at the 0 index and my second num is at the 1 index. So I need to provide that index value in some condition serially. Just आपण ह्याच्यात करत होतो की what we can say in array. So just we are providing the index value. So similarly we are giving here also the values, some initial values, and that initial values that are getting extended with your some variables, or you can say value data type. So I have given here in the curly braces the index value. Now next what I will provide after this, that is plus index value of second number is 1, yeah, because two numbers only I have taken. Next I will give it as, yeah, what I will give. So this is nothing but the first num comma second num comma result need to get stored, and simply I will give like this, yeah. Now same condition I will go for subtraction, only the sign will be changed. I will just copy paste it, I will just copy and paste it, yeah. Is it visible? So I will, what I will give, I will just make it minus Yeah. Next is our division, or will not take. I will take modulo function. What we are going to do. So what it will make you. So same this condition I will write, but the difference is in the difference will be in the it is here. I think I have to give some values. कोणत्या इंडेक्स मध्ये स्टोर करायची ते मी सांगितली. So it will store in that index. I will just copy this also. Okay, fine. Now this is the conditions, and we have to check for our program whether it is running or not. So in order to make it constant visible, we'll write console dot read line. In bracket, what will you write? So here you have to pass something. Here you have to pass something, or instead of that, I will say what is the read key. It is also there in console dot. We will see what is the difference between the read line and read key. Sorry. Again, it happens similarly. It will make that systems again. So I will run the program. We'll see what will be the output. Yes, it has shown me something. So like this, we can use the operators. While using these operators, addition, subtraction, modulus I have taken. Modulus concept is different one. We are taking the denominator. What we can say, the remaining values or answer we can consider here. Okay, fine. So these values were a simple integer value I have taken. You can also take the double, float, that values also. Okay, fine. Now the next point, we are having that these relational operators, logical operators. So side by side we are considering for the relational operators also. So what will the relational operators will looks like, means whether it is greater than or equal to or less than. So similarly I will check. I will close this. I will go here now. In the same program, I will go for the relational operator. So here you can see the same numbers I have kept over here, and simply I want to consider whether they are equals to or not. So I will consider here, I will consider this first name is equals to your second name. Is it so? Is it considering my numbers are similar to it? Yeah, because I need to provide something which will define me that it should be have some different variable. So I will give it as a bool result, which will makes my result is true or false. So that statement will returns me true or false. You have to return something. So what I will just return here. Now next point, that is similarly, what is this? It is greater than. I will consider whether it is greater than. So like this relational operators I will use here. I will just point here. Yes, same. And same for this. I will take less than, equal to. For the same, we'll go with return this two. So it will consider why I have taken Boolean result, because it will state me whether it is a true or whether it is a false condition. And if I am not going to give you, so we'll take again more result set. I will just copy this, paste over here. We'll take not equals to, okay, not equals to over here, and simply one more condition will take. Here I can say greater than equal to. Okay, so let's see, we will execute the same, whether it is giving me the actual program statement or not. So let's see. Starting, yeah, it is returning false 20. Just wait a minute, remind me later. I am saying, okay, that remains. Change the operator signs. Okay, I have kept as it is. Sorry, it's showing me some errors. Not error, but it is showing me some outputs. Simply, okay, 20 is equals to 10 returns false, greater than 10 returns true, less than equals to 10, that is also false, not equals to 10, that is true, 20 is greater than or equal to 10, that condition is also true. So they are returning the true condition values. So this is your operational, or you can say the relational operators. Now the logical, if you are considering the logical operators, then what will be the conditions? If I am saying or and operator, so how it will work? So just or and I am considering. So we'll take here and operation for condition, that is nothing but for logical, for or. Let's consider here for or operator and for and operator. Yeah. So what will be the condition if it is equals to second num? That result should be given as the second number or the first number. We have to give here, that is in bracket we have to write first num is greater than 5. This also condition it should satisfy, na? That we are checking, I have not given any other conditions, any of other condition I have not given. I have taken only the numbers and result, but in the or operator I need to insert two inputs. Okay, the first input is first num equals to second num. I have considered, or first name should be greater than 5. That is the condition, that is the or operator. Okay, so what I will go, I will just write here. What I will go, I will just write here. Result need to be displayed only. Now here I will consider for and operator. And operator, if I am going for, so what will be the change will here? I will check equal to sign again, and simply I will provide here both ampersand. Ampersand what denotes? It denotes the and operator is going to be work, that is logically. Yeah. So what will be the logical? The first number or first name is again same condition I will write, greater than 12 I will take. Yeah, and simply I will move these contents over from here, right, like this. So okay, this is your logically functions how we are working, that is or operator and operator. So this is the operator and an operator. I will save this program and we'll start the program. Yeah, they are telling me the first num, that is equals to second num. This condition is not getting satisfied, but or condition hai. The or condition what it is saying that first num is greater than 5 means it is true. Yeah, it is true. They are printing me true condition, but the second conditions both are not getting, both need to be get satisfied. And condition is what considering, and condition says that first condition and the second condition both should be true, then only I am going to give you the answer true. Later I will give the answer as a false. This condition is getting satisfied, but this condition is not getting satisfied, and that's why it is shown me false condition. Is it okay? Fine. Now we will move for the next, that is I think we had bitwise operator, assignment operator. Assignment operator is nothing but equals to operator. Okay, now bitwise operator is nothing but we called it as a unary operator or not operator. Means plus sign we are giving them before the numbers or after the numbers also. That is, we called it as a post or prefix, like that, the bitwise operators. Now simply we are not going for that, because mostly it is a shifting part. Bitwise means and, or, then less than equals to, or greater than multiple. That is bitwise left shift, bitwise right shift. So bitwise I will show you how we are going to perform bitwise operators. So just we'll consider here. First number already discussed here. Second number also I have taken here, and result also I need to in a bitwise. I need in a bitwise. So I am taking it as an integer value. Now for an integer value, the result, this all contents will get differently defined. So if I am taking the -1 first time for first number, then I will represent as console dot write line. Index I need to provide for each one, for because my first number is at the index 0 and second number is at 1. Yes, so I will make it as, okay, negotiation I have provided equals to index of second number. Now I have to mention which number is given with which form with result. Yeah, so I have given this. Now one by one we will see what the bitwise operator will go for. Remove this. Okay. Check. Yeah. Now console dot write line, I will take this as a copy paste. Just I will check, make the changes. So the changes like here, what I have given, I have given and operator. So same part with not negation. I'm not giving the negation to this. Now the next bitwise will be your or condition. Just copy and paste. I will check over here with or condition. Sorry, one or condition here, also one or condition. Now what the bitwise will go for, consider here. I will take the second one. What type of taken? Minus, then and, then or, then ampersand I have taken. Okay, I will remove it. I will make it like this. Change some. These are some bitwise operators. So you will see the result. I will just make you clear with the ideas. Suppose here I need to provide some conditions. First num is greater than equals to, suppose I will call it as 8. Yeah, 8. So this is the condition, but then the next condition also get changed. That next condition is also get changed. Here I have not given you specific index where I need to write. Okay, remain. So we need to present now, represent the value. So just if you get any idea I'm wrong with something, just let me know. Just don't keep it mum, because it's not good for you also. this condition. Okay, I will change it. Yeah, because I have taken only the first number, so that's why I have considered over here with the same condition. I will for it. I will just make here greater than 8 sign only. These are some bitwise operators we are using over here for our output. For our output, that is nothing but the condition I have given here. It's to 2. Here I need to present close to here. Because only the first number only we had taken here, so there is no any issue of second number. So I've considered over for this. So this is 8. Again, I will take here it is 8. Okay, is it okay with the current? Fine. We had taken the negative form, whether the result 20 आहे तो -20 result दिसला पाहिजे, and condition घेतली आहे whether these numbers are adding their contents or not, we have to see. Then or operation एकच घेतलाय, that is nothing but also bitwise. So one by one we are going to check whether my contents are taking consideration or not. Okay, so just wait a minute.
Ma'am, you are not audible. Ma'am.
Why it is not? Right now, still it is mute. Whether it is
No.
hello. Yeah, Rishikesh. Yeah, fine, no problem. Yeah, I was very much in a very confused mind whether it has been considered or not, because you had told me and it has been very long days. Okay, it will be the HR round or some other. Okay, fine, no problem. Yeah, fine. Yeah, fine. Okay, thank you, Rishikesh. Bye. Okay, fine. I will make myself audible. Okay, thank you, all of you. Okay, now we are going for the flow controller conditional statements. So how we are pursuing or how we are going for the conditional statement in the C hash. So same as concept of C and C++, just we are providing with the console operations. We are providing with the console rights to the our conditions to the C.NET or Visual Studio. So we are writing in this form. You can see here in the next slide, I have given if statement how I am going to represent over here. Just wait a minute. काय करता है? पलीकडे चला आपण बसा. परत recording इथं. Okay, what will be the if statement? If statement will have explosion with your Boolean expressions as well as the executing of your set of statements. So if an expression evaluates, you can see here in the diagram I have given the over actual perform how my if statement will work for it. So first step, that is where I am going to declare my variable. Then the condition, that if condition how I have provided with the keyword if. Next, what condition I have given? If that condition or if that statement is get true, then I need to print something. That statement is true. How should I know? That is nothing but I am going to give that command. Yeah, that statement for that condition I am going to print. Next, what I will do, if condition is get false, then I need to have some other conditions also to get that state whether your condition is true or false. So simply what I have done, I have given you the else condition, and in that I have given the statement, that is nothing but statement for your else condition. And lastly, console.read key. So in order to read that consideration of that particular program, we had gone through. So simply we will take another program. Okay, I will. You can change the class name also. It is not specific that it should kept as a program. You can change the class name. So I will take for a new project for myself, that is a console application with .NET framework will work for it. Yeah, and next. Now we'll change the project name, that is condition loop. Sorry. Now this will be my project name, or you can say as a namespace name. Okay, fine. Now what they had asked me, that you have to declare something int a equals to, I will give you give 10 or 10 value. Then what they had asked me, you have to put some conditions like this. So we will go with this. If in that I have given a is greater than equal to 20. If a is greater than equal to 20, what should I write? Console. You will see that contents are already given. Condition is true. Will specify it. But how it will specify? It will specify me with some values also. Values less than. I have not taken that statement accurate. I have taken the else one. So now this is the if condition. but it is not satisfied, then we'll go for the else condition. Will provide me with console dot write line. In that I will write condition is false. Fine. So let's see whether it is making me or making my, what we can say, read key. Okay. You can also change the program name. You can give it as loop. Yeah, no problem. Class name if you change, no problem. Start. Condition is false because the a is greater than 20, but initially the value of a is 10 and it is not satisfying this value, that is condition is true. So it is directly making my loop to jump on the else condition and it is printing me as a condition is false. Is it clear? Now the next point, that is nothing but your switch statement. How the switch statements will evaluate in your C hash. It is same as C and C++. We are giving the breaks after each statement or after each case so that one by one you can execute that case. So how that switch statement will execute or evaluate that function or run that function, that depends on the statement base, or you can say the result of expression is based on that statement. So if any of the condition does not evaluate the true, the switch statement will move to the next condition and so forth. So I will not execute this. You will go and run on that programs on your own, because actually if you take the same content one by one, so it will take more time to cover our syllabus also, and we have more contents in second sections also. So this is the condition. Here I have given the first statement is nothing but the declaration. Second, the switch statement. In that declaration variable you are going to declare over here. Then the case 1, it is a statement. Case 1 is the statement and that code you have to write. Then you have to break that content. You have to break that statement, that first case. Next, then again you can repeat with the second case, and you have to go like this up to what value you want to give. And lastly, the break is nothing but the default statement you have to provide in the switch statement. Fine. Now the next condition loop is, condition loop is while loop. So what is the while? While is used for your iterative purpose. And suppose if you want to repeat that certain set of statements for a particular number of times, then the while loop is used. Okay. And simply when you are saying that this types of this particular time numbers of times you are going to use that loop, you have that initial phase values also. You have to go with this variable declaration too. So what is the variable declaration? Simply same as we had done, integer int you can write, or in 32 you can write in C hash. No any issue. In 32 you can write, or int only int data type you can provide over there. Yeah. Now while condition, in that you provide the condition, and that condition will get access with your curly braces, open and close curly braces, and after that the close curly braces you provide the condition. Here in the first, when you are going to give the while keyword for the condition, that time you have to initially only put the statement. You have to only put the statement, and inside that you can call the statement with number of times, or display the value of I at increment or decrement time. Means here you can give the particular statements, repetitive statements or iterative phases you can consider in the while loop. Next, the condition is for loop. Now here for loop, when we are considering, for loop is also iterative purpose. And suppose if you want to repeat a certain state of statement for a particular number of time, then this loop is used. Why? Because here itself in the for condition we use I equals to, the syntax is I equals to something, I less than or greater than I plus plus or I minus minus. So like this statement we have provided with this, and Simply when we are executing this for statement, we are providing the conditions also over there. So when the declaration is given, increment counter is given, expression evaluation also we used to give for the for loop, and also writing the values to console, values to the console level. Yeah, and this is overall view of your for loop. Now again, I have one more content, that is loop. In short, we had also while loop, for loop, do while loop also, and nested loop. Yeah. So what that nested loop will go, it will similar to the while statement, but it is ended with the loop body, ended with the loop body, but it is considering with start with the do and while loop. Do, and then you have to execute. Then nested loop is the loop is going to be again repeated with the do while. You can use one or more loop inside any other while. That is called, you are having the nested loop. Also we have else if or nested else. Nested else if condition we have, that is a inside the if else, again we can use the else if conditions over there. That is called their loops description or loops types. Again there are more types. Instead of this also we have in the C hash. Yeah. Now, but in our content, we are having this only for particular, and this more for added over there. And also similarly, in the next session, we will consider for this program also. Okay, now the next part is array. Now, the array is nothing but it is a fixed size sequential collection. Fixed size sequential collection of an element of the same type, not different. You have to remind that array includes the values of the same data types also, with a sequential collection, with a sequential fixed sequence collection. Also, it is used to store a collection of data, but is often more useful to think that array is a collection of variables of same data types, or a continuous memory location. Means if I am starting with 0, then it should be continue like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not like that we are dropping one of the index or one of the initial memory location. Means suppose one value is at 0, then the another value is at 2. So like that, this not happen in your array. So how to declare the array in the C hash? You can see here data type I have given, if any data type, and simply the array name, where okay, just wait. Now, where data type is used to specify the types of the element in the array, means whether it is an integer value, whether it is a double value, whether it is a float value. So if any of that, you have to just make it clear. Okay. Now that bracket, you can say the square bracket to specify the rank of the array. Just I have given you the rank is nothing but the initial phase from which memory location we are starting. So initially, whenever the array starts, it should start with the 0 level. It starts with the 0. Yeah. So if there are 9 digits, then it starts with 8. So last will be 8, 0. From start with 0 and last will be the 8. I mean total 9 elements are in your array. Like that, you have to specify the size of the array. Array name specifies the name of an array. So I have given an example like that. Double is the data type, and that is nothing but the rank or size you can specify to the array name is amount. So this is my array form. This is my array form. So if I want to give an example, give an example for an array, this will be the how I will make it clear with this. So that is nothing but we have our means in Visual Studio they had provided some conditions also. So initialization of an array, how we are going to give. So let's see here. I have given here array is a reference type. So initializing an array can give me some conditions also. That is, so you need to use the new keyword to create an instance of an array. So if I want to create an instance of an array, I used to take the new keyword. For example, I have given double, the array rank, then balance is my array name equals to new double. So this is why I have created an instance value. Now assigning that value to an array, how I am going to assign that value? So here I have given you like this, double, balance equals to new double. So this balance is at the 0th initial level and I have assigned some values over here. Also, you can use that size. If you also want to omit that size of an array, you can show like this. That is the int array, and here in the marks, the new int, and here you can specify the marks of a particular student or any other. So like this, you can assign a value to an array, and simply when I'm saying that array is working with some conditions, so that conditions are nothing but we are initializing something with some values to that array, yeah, and accessing that array element. So here, what the double salary equals to balance at the point in the rank, it is given 9. So is it taking the 9 value? No, it is not taking the 9th value, but it will take the memory location 9th at memory at location 9. Which data or which value is given, that value will be get fetched or accessed. Okay, it is simply denotes that at the 9th position, whatever the balance it is given, or if I provide here 0, it will access the 4500, that is 4500 value into that salary, So this is actually how I'm accessing my array element. And suppose again I have taken here, this is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So हे काय झालं तुमच्या लोकेशन्स आहेत, ते लोकेशन वरती त्या अरे मध्ये तुम्ही व्हॅल्यूज पुट केलेले आहेत. त्या व्हॅल्यूज पुट केल्या आहेत म्हणजे जर सपोज मी इथं त्या पर्टिक्युलर लोकेशनची व्हॅल्यू घेतली तर ते मार्क्स जे आहेत ते मला तिथे इनिशियल होतील किंवा ते मार्क्स मला तिथे भेटतील. बट असं होणार नाही की मी इथं 99 लिहिन, मग 99th लोकेशनला कोणती असेल ती व्हॅल्यू मला फेच होईल. कन्सिडर केलं म्हणजे समजलं का की इनिशियलायझेशन ऑफ एन अरे इज समवॉट डिफरंट. Yeah, we are pointing to the location because we are providing the rank, or you can say the size of an array in that, and particularly we are accessing that value. Okay, now if we consider for a program, okay, we will see a program for an array. Okay, we'll take a new project again. We'll say it as an array. Okay, it has given me some conditions. So we'll see here how the array will work for me. Is it showing me? Screen is visible? I want to just give you some application over here. Okay, fine. Okay, what I will do, I will int square bracket n equals to new int square bracket. Just put what it will guess. It is that nth value is an array of an 10 integer. Means n is given as suppose 10th. So it will give me as n is the 10th. What we can say? What we can say is a 10th integers. There are 10 integers in this. Yeah, now what will I go for? I will check whether the values are G. So I will initialize, if I want to initialize such arrays in my actual condition. So I will go with the for loop. I will provide here some condition I equals to 0, semicolon, I less than 10, I plus plus. So this is the condition I have provided, and now I need to write over there, that is n of I equals to I plus what the value is 100. Let it be 100 or 50. I will give, because it will consider that values, or no. Okay, fine. Fine. will take another condition for same. For j now I will take j equals to 0. J is less than 10. J plus plus I will give, and later on I will execute. So sorry, spelling strictly. Console dot write line. In bracket I will mention the element at the 0th position. I don't have any idea what will be there, and we'll consider here for j, and n of j will be what? So I have taken here, and we'll make after this as a console dot read key. So we'll not read anything. So we'll check whether that initial phase of my program has been taken into consideration or not, or whether it has taken the 10th integer, because n is a 10th integer, it is said, and array of a 10 integer. So whether it is accessing the same or it is not, we will check. And if it is considering, then whether it is satisfying my what we can say values or not, we will check. So yes, it is showing me like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. This is the 10th integer we had displayed over here with the help of. And suppose if I have taken here it as 100. So what it will be showing me, we'll check. Yes, same, because no any further conditions has been affecting, because here the condition is given as should be less than 10. The 10th integer values will get exceeded and will get produce me the value. So this is nothing but how I am initializing my array. So when I am considering for array, it is not giving me the actual output. What output should I have taken or into consideration? It is not showing me like that. Why? I should check. Something remain, I think so. We will check once again whether it is showing me. It's showing me the 10 integer, but now it is showing me the actual value. That is, I have taken from the 100th of the location, and it's showing me 100, 101, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Is it clear? It was remain, so that's why it is not showing me the result. Yeah, fine. Okay. Now, next point we had for each loop. Means this is the new one. What is the consideration of for each loop? It allows you to iterate or through each item in collection or object that contains other object. So here, when we are saying for each loop, so this consideration for your array will consider same. So we will go for this, like the syntax is same. Here only we are going to do some changes. So condition of for I will keep as it is. I will keep as it is. But for the condition of j, I will take the each loop. What it will do? Here it is simply considering something that is nothing but for each. Here the conditions, or you can say the syntax is different. Here I am going to take int j in n. So this is my condition. Why? What is actually the consideration? That is, j is supposed to take some values, and that values should get initialized somewhere. And that condition is nothing but for j, we are which is having the values of n, we are going to consider. So here in that, I will write here, inside this, I will write int I equals to j minus 100. Okay, that is not taking. Okay. We should take. We should not taking. What is the- Similarly, array of int I have taken and I have written. So int of j I have taken. Why it is not succeeding? No, where will I find it? Okay, again I will write for it. Each j what is this very same for it. So j also not taking. So that's to play the way. So it is using nothing so generic. I will consider here. Why it is showing error? It should not show showing some kind of error, but it is not getting. This will not be able to use because already I have declared here. This I think. Just okay, fine. There is some issues with that value. Okay, we'll consider for each. It is having same syntax similar to your. What that is syntax is that for this using system.collection.generic namespace is used, and the syntax is that int x variable in array of ints जे असेल ते तुम्हाला utilize करायचे, or like this you can get x plus plus or console.writeline, but note you can't change the value of item in the collection. You can't change the item of the collection item value of that item into the collection. So you can see here, I will just execute. Sorry, I think there is some exception occur. I will check. I will write there. Yeah, I need to provide here I and j only. So this is actually, there is some exception thrown. Okay, fine. Just I will check again once. No problem. We will start. Yeah. Same execution. It has been also shown, but with the next, or you can say the different each loop, that is the for each. So int j in n, I have considered for the values of integer n. N is nothing but the 10 integers I am going to store at location 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 10 integer values have been stored with the location at element at 100, 101, 102, 103. Because I initializing I have taken with I plus 100. So whatever the initial value, up to 10 value, it will get incremented. Up to 10, it will get incremented. And for each loop, what it has done, it has just given no any condition for j. That is nothing but the whatever the integer value of I will get, it will just remind me with outputs same, with output same. So you are saying that why then for each loop? Because for accessing each array element, you can also use for each statement in order to iterate through an array. For j ची condition इनपेक्षा आपण हे पण करू शकतो in order to access for your ith value or ith array. Yeah. So this is the type, or you can say for each loop. Now the next point, that is the class and objects. How I am going to create the class and objects with some access specifier. So here are some conditions given. That is some classes, that is class defines the starts with the keyword class follows by the class name and the class body enclosed by a pair of curly braces. So here I have given some of the syntax दिलेला आहे. त्या syntax मध्ये तुम्ही बघू शकता access specifier with the class and class name I have given. So simply here also you can see in the Visual Studio, I will just close it. Here in the Visual Studio you can see here it is a class and followed by the class name, and internal is the access specifier. Access specifier. Then member variable or data variable, variable 1, 2. Again you can give here with access specifier data type and variable m. So there are numerous types you can give the classes. Numerous types you can assign that classes. So how I am going to define the classes, or you can say the objects in the C#. Yes, so that classes for in what we can say in the C# are similar to your in Java. That is nothing but the many of the things, conditions or contains you can see here. So this is nothing but the declaration with many of the parameters or many of the contents you can see. So example, suppose here I have given only. So I will take one of the more new project again. Simply the console app dot framework. Next I will give here classes and object. Yeah, I will create. So namespace has become changed, but the class name remains the program. So you can make it change here itself also in the class also. Means if you want to define, you can give with some different values, some different locations also with the class, different class names, and with that method should be called in your main method. So you can access that class with different parameters also. So simply when I'm saying that these classes are executing, so many of the contents are same class name असू शकतं, पण त्याच्यात तुम्ही different parameters pass करू शकता. म्हणजे डेटा टाइप्स असतील तरी चालतील. सपोज कसं की आता इथं मी क्लास प्रोग्राम दिलाय, ह्याला पॅरामीटर्स वगैरे काही नाहीये. येस, so simply when I am considering that conditions, so what I will do, I will write here string name. Okay, again we'll give it a bag also, string. Again, what I will go, I will put int age. Again, I will go with character, I will say char name. Yeah. So these are some what we can say the conditions. Okay, so this is nothing but I have given some content over here, and I am going to call something. So how I am going to call? So public, yes, public same. And now I will what is my name? Class name is program. So what I will go, I will go with the program. Yeah, program, and here I am going to pass something. So what I will pass, I will pass string, what I have given name, and string back. So one of this type is given here. Again, I will give int age, comma, char. Yes. Yes, this is actually how I'm going to call with something. And here with the using of the keyword, if you are going to use, you can use, or you can again directly with the access similarly. Yes, this is bag equals to bag. Then simply this dot age, giving it is an age, sorry, this dot char, whether it is taking, no, because fine. So I have declared the same conditions. Now individually I can consider, or I can call the classes. Individually I can call these classes also. Now you can see here after that, for first, that is for name, I can call it as a public string name. Now I can call this also. So this will be my method, you can say, and you are going to write, just wait a minute, something is wrong. This method I would call here done name. Okay, same like this you can access the classes, and after creating the objects also. But here I have not created, I have just declaration I have made with the same class. That is nothing but the constructor I have called over here. So simply same concept is for the classes, how you can initialize your class. Here the class is the program, you can change that class name also. And initially I have given some content over there, and already I have provided with the same name class with some string parameters over there, and called these functions, called the construction, or you can say the declaration of the class I have done through this. And again I call with the same name. The get and set method you can consider, and I have again that methods are publicly access specifier. The public access specifier I have used, and you can call here in the main method. You can call directly like we can say what we can say. I have not passed any string, so I will not give. I will just write the console dot write line. What I will give you here, I will give some name that is We'll have given this name. So we'll check whether it is displaying me or not. Yeah, it has displayed me. Need to read that. Read key. Yeah. So what I will go, I will just run this program. It is showing me the query. So like that, I have taken the. I've created many of the two classes with different parameters, because same name, same class name, but different with different parameters. Okay, fine. And similarly, objects also with the new keyword you are going to create. That is simply the objects are. Okay. Now, so what are the objects? In the real world entity, for example, chair, car, pen, mobile, laptop, etc. In other words, the object is an entity that has a state and behavior, and also we can specify with the new keyword. So if here I have given a class car, string color equals to red. In main method, I have created an object of that car and write it that my object dot color. So the color of the car will be represented as a red. Yes, I have created an object over here. I have not created an instance. I have created an object of that car. That is nothing but my object equals to new car. With using the new keyword, you are going to create an object of that car. Clear? So in the next session, we will go for constructor overloading. Now those are present over here. You can place your attendance in the chat box. Fast. First of all, A division, then B division. Okay. I will close it. Yes, in chat box fastly, so that I will stop that present sharing. I will stop. And one more instruction, those are not yet got selected, please be ready with off campus also, and there are also drives. So get prepared for the campus drive also. The campus is arrived at our college. So if you are not eligible and the criteria is 0 for it, then you can appear for it with your 100%. Fine. Okay, thank you. We will stop here. We will meet tomorrow at 11. Thank you. You can leave the session.